Hello and welcome everybody to our brand new Football Manager save. It's the first save in FM24, so, you know, that's good. I've made myself a custom database in the Faroe Islands. We're going to be building a nation, so to speak. I did a Faroe Islands build a nation on FM23 just for myself. I got the the league all the way up to 6th or 7th, and it was ranked even lower. It was down like around here, like even lower maybe. I don't remember exactly, but it was not very high reputation. But we get to start a bit higher this time, so in 86, so that's good. But I am managing this team, FC Suttery. I'm just gonna call it that because I have no idea how to speak Faroese, but I picked it because they just narrowly survived relegation in my save. And just so you know, the leagues are not accurate. The teams in each league were not based on real life. Um, I just put the highest reputation teams in the top in the first division, the Premier Division, and then then as the teams had less and less reputation, they went further and further down, all the way until the third division, which is the fourth division in the league. I added the cups, so that's good. It'll be fun to do that. But I have just joined as manager. The season expectations, work within the wage budget, grow the club's reputation. Okay. And then they want us to avoid relegation again. That makes sense. Be competitive in the cup. Okay, I can do that. And then my contract expires. Okay. And these are the players out of contract. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to renew any of them because they aren't very good. It is also to note that I did have a manager that I retired because for silly me when building the league, the database, I started it in March 2023, but you can't start in the past, so I just went to the end of the season. I took my first manager took charge of a couple of games here just so I could see how the database worked. So I did keep the team up, which might be cheating a bit, but I didn't want to start midway through a season. So I'm gonna load the tactic here, and this is what I'm going for: an advanced forward, two inside forwards on their left and right, a center mid on attack, a Carlero, and a deep lying playmaker makes up the midfield. An inverted wing back on the left, two ball playing defenders, and an inverted fullback, I should say, with a sweeper keeper on support. Yeah, it's been okay. So, yeah, I've also made a signing. This guy who I brought in, he isn't very good, but he was someone who could just play here. I've also brought in a few players on trials already, but that's about it. The team is not very good. Most of the team is on amateur contracts, like 17. A bunch more these guys are expiring. I'm not gonna renew them because they're gonna want a lot of money. And this is the budgets we're working with. So I am going to make a few signings, and I'm gonna come back and show you guys. Okay, so we have signed our first player, Arturo Santa Cruz from Paraguay. I know what you guys are thinking. Wow, he doesn't look very good, but he is good for this level. He's 18. My scouts told me that he could be a potential Premier Division player, so that's what I'm going for. Star player, 140 pounds a week, 1 year promotion. So I'm gonna sign him up, and he will be the first player that I've signed to. You can buy happiness. Look, everyone's very happy with him. From the fans, he's a good player for now for our division. He can improve a lot in the future. It is also to note that I am setting myself a rule where I cannot use this player search screen. I can only use what comes in my inbox and the scouts that I've set up. We only have one goalkeeper, so I'm looking to bring in a goalkeeper and anyone on a free to make our team better. So I will come back when I've signed another player. Our second signing of the window is here. Simon Samuelson, a 38-year-old winger. I'll tell you what, it's been hard to find players who are good enough to play and who don't want hundreds of pounds that I simply cannot afford if I want to improve this team. I have 377 pounds left, 25 pounds a week for a year, 38. He will be useful. We don't have too many wingers, so him being able to play striker, midfield, both wings, like he's a good squad player. He'll probably start for us just cuz we don't have anyone else very suitable. So here we go, signing, and let's see what the fans think after a year. We sign him a B plus. He may be past his best. I'm gonna ask my goalkeeper to welcome him. He's a decent player for our level, so that is good. I have a few more players that I hope to be signing, so hopefully I come back when I sign a few more. Another player is joining us. This time it's 21-year-old left back Carter Beck. I don't know too much about him. It says he's a decent player for the division below, but we have no good left backs. Like, I brought him in on trial. He has good rating, so I hope he's good. His stats, they look okay for this level, but an American, he was played a couple years ago with B71, who is in our league. So I hope he can be a good left back for the team. Yet another player, Luke Musikiri, is joining us. 150 pounds a week. A bit on the expensive side. I told him if we get relegated, he can leave for free. And at this level, everyone is free, so, I won't, complain that if we get relegated, he'll leave on a free, even though he'd leave on a free anyways, even if we stay up and I decide to sell him. But he is a winger from Zimbabwe. We don't have too many good wingers. He can also play up top, striker, which would be good. He's good according to my coaches, which is not no one pretty much. So he will be another signing who can improve a lot in the future. Those attributes, I should say, are pretty good for this level, and my coaches think he's a good first division player could improve a lot, and that's what I like. And I will tell you, it has been very hard to get foreign players in because my scouts occasionally bring me players that I'm like, I need this guy in my team, but then they want £500 a week, and my wage budget is not a lot. I can adjust this a bit. It's a bit more now, but yeah, I wanted to bring this guy in just because he's a young center back who says he's good for this level. Couldn't Brett do it? He wanted way too much, but hopefully I can get a different center back. And just as I was saying that there was center back that I wanted that we couldn't get because he was too expensive, Bergtor Thompson, he was my second choice. I brought him in on trial as well. He looks okay. He's 29. He looks okay. He's 55 pounds per week. These Faroese players, they want so much less than other players from other parts of Europe and other parts of the world, which makes sense if you think about it. But he is our center back that we are bringing in to this side. He looks pretty good. And I'll be back again, of course, when I sign someone else. Or not. Who knows. Another signing, John Villy Woldijk, is over the line. These Faroese players, they want nothing. I signed a player. The first guy I signed wanted 2 or 3 times as much money as this guy for the same rating. Could improve significantly, even though he's 26, so I'm not sure about that. Good player for most first division sides. He is going to shore up that midfield, make it very, very good. And that is yet another signing. We are building a good team. I might have to let go of a few players who are on amateur deals and stuff, so it won't be that big of a deal. I probably won't show you because we've got so many amateur players here. So yeah, I'll come back when I've signed more players. I might have released some. You'll never know. We've signed another center back, Ake Johansson. Young Faroese. Good pickup to play alongside the other center back that I signed that I cannot remember the name of. And we have finally got ourselves a backup goalkeeper. Roy Hensey. He's okay. He was playing with KI's second team last year. He's been all over. He's been in around here for a long time, for like 10 years. So, he's been playing. He's injury prone, which I am not loving, but he's the only goalkeeper that I could get for free. So, we'll see how it works out for him at our club. John Johansson is the next player to be signed, and he's a midfielder on an amateur contract for free, 100% for free. I love it. The only downside is that he can walk away whenever he feels like it, but getting a player in for nothing, I'm loving that bit, because that means I can sign more players with the money I would have spent on him. So I just hope he isn't one of my best players, then he ends up leaving in the middle of the season. So that's the only downside. Let's go. The transfer window is almost officially open. So, yeah. I also moved a bunch of the amateur or the worst players on the team into the second team. Now they're a below average team. You can see not a lot of good star ratings. So let's hope they can survive because they finished rock bottom of the league but didn't get relegated because Vikingers' second team got relegated from the division we were in instead of us. So even though they finished second, they will be going relegated. So that's fortunate for us, our team, because our second team only won 2 games all season. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make a few more signings, and we'll come back when they come in. Another player in, a Danish striker, Thomas Junge, don't know how to say it. He looks decent for this level, pretty good actually. And he's our new striker, and I'm sad because this guy, Davidson, I wanted to sign him as a right back because we don't have a decent right back. He chose AB, who were my Build a Nation team in the Faroe Islands last year, the one I did by myself, and I had a blast. I went, I don't know, to 2060 with them. It was crazy. Became the best team in Europe. So that's why I wanted to do another one in the same division. And they have come back and snapped away this right back that I wanted. So I'm kind of mad now. But that's okay. We've got our other striker for free. It's been a while since I last secured a player, but this one, Leandro Lucerio. I don't know much about him, but when my coaches told me he's a leading player for this division, he could get even better, I thought, I've got to sign this guy up right now. He played 4 games, not very well, in Argentine Premier Division. He did not play very well at all. I did not look at that when I signed him, even though I probably should have. But we're in a weaker league. Hopefully, he can be one of the main midfielders, main attacking creative threats. Oh, he does look good for this level. 16 first touch. Woo. And he can play midfield. CDM. That's what I'm talking about right there. Good signing that will help us go straight up. I'm not sure how many more signings I can make because I've got £300 left. But I've just seen this guy, and I'm going to offer this guy a trial. I don't want this guy now just because of that name. Zozem Berediev. Hopefully I sign him. Hopefully you guys come back when I sign him. That would be nice. And I am so happy about this signing. I am signing him purely because of his name. He looks okay as well. But Murodebek Zozamberdiev, like, who doesn't want to have a guy named that guy? You know? So I'm going to sign him. And this team, 07 Vester, he turned down for us. They got relegated, but he still turned them down. So we are going to kick some ass this season. I'm sorry. We are going to win so much this season because of all the signings I've made, and preseason's right around the corner. So, just look at that. Just look at that. I'm going to welcome him. And we made 160K last year from sponsorships. That's good. We made the most money from sponsorships. I love that. And our stature in the game remains intact. So I think, yeah, this is our only friendly game. I should probably arrange some friendlies, but I've been focused on signing players. I think my team is good enough for now. I might make 1 or 2 more signings, but I'm going to get through preseason, come back to show you any of the free signings that I made, And then next episode will be the start of the season, where hopefully we will win the league and get promoted. Right. I have made 2 new signings since the last time I checked in. Natikat Butsing on an amateur deal to play up front for us, and Tiago Almeida from Cape Verde in Africa, I believe, to play right back, and he can play up front. He can play. He's very versatile. He's 33, good experience. But now we're broke, so I can't sign any more players. But I am happy with the team, because the board says fight bravely against relegation. And you guys might be thinking, that means we're in a relegation fight. But no. According to the season preview, we will finish second. But that doesn't mean too much, because half the league is second teams that cannot be promoted. So, at least we're predicted to finish second out of the teams that can be promoted. So, like, if that happens, we'll still be promoted, even if we finish third or fourth or whatever. But, yeah, this guy, our Uzbek winger, and our Argentine center attacking midfielder are in the media dream 11. So that is good. And the start to the preseason has been okay. Like, we beat our second team fairly comfortably, which you'd expect to do. AB, the team that got promoted from our league, who's made some good signings, I have seen. They are predicted to go down, but still a good team. We drew to, and we lost, but not by very much, 3-2, to a team also in the first division who finished in the top, qualifying for the conference league. Let's see, wrong button. Let's see here. They finished third, so that is good, especially since we barely survived relegation last season. So that just shows that we have improved the team. We have a lot of good players in the team now. Some of these players on amateur deals are just here for squad depth. Some of them don't have contracts, and then some of them I also signed on amateur deals for free, like him. But that will be the end of episode 1 of building a nation in the Faroe Islands. I will get through the rest of preseason, and we will come back for the opening day against IF's second team. And we'll probably play 1 or 2 games in that episode. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.